So, gotta wait for the stream to start.
Yeah, who would print out a piece of paper character sheet? Do that.
How old are you?
Totally not this guy.
Please tell me you guys at least use physical dice.
That's true. We do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can use physical dice at your house. You don't have to roll like in a channel or anything like that. It's honor system.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
so Whispers, there is
but it's completely your choice.
There is a Caravan game text channel.
Honestly, half the time. Half the fun of D&D is the fuck ups, man. I got some fucked up flaws on my character.
I mean,
and I want them to make this campaign interesting.
Half orc wizard over here, so I feel you.
Holy fuck. I feel basic as shit. I'm a paladin human. That's a fucking fighter.
Oh yeah, no, senior citizen half orc wizard. Don't worry about it.
I feel like you can't do shit.
What? Don't you?
You actually, like, your wisdom and shit, like, it would be fucked. Alright, you know what? I'll just see what happens. Yeah, I'll just let it happen.
Only dreams now.
Right. All of it never happened to begin with. It was all your mistake.
My other character is a rock.
Sweet.
Well, is now a rock.
Oh, yeah. We still have to...
Pete, will you talk for me real quick?
Who are we talking about?
Okay, that is much better. Okay, cool. I switched the server. I wanted to see if you sounded less robot-y.
Do I sound like Darth Vader? I've heard that's what my voice mic sounds like.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, you are no James Earl Jones.
Literally about half the skills that my character has are like 0.
Did you say you're doing the summary comic?
So last time we fought a bunch of old people and we're on a spaceship. Well, we didn't exactly know that at first, but now we do because we're floating in air. Anyway, our dragonborn bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever the crap he was, I completely forgot now. He totally bit the dust last time because he decided to whack a big glowing orb of all kinds of energy, and yeah.
How could we forget the thermostat?
If I remember correctly, I think it was Hiram. He pretty much Eldritch blasted and killed my character.
No.
Wait a minute. We're skipping. First of all, we're skipping. Is it Wilfred or Archibald, the one that we ended up fighting?
Archibald.
Yeah, you guys killed Archibald.
Shh.
That bastard had it coming.
Hey, he went ride or die for Prune Gang.
To Hiram's credit, he was trying to heal you. He just got the spell wrong and accidentally Eldritch blasted you at point blank range.
But I appreciate it. It was pretty fun.
So, Comic, why don't you introduce your new character, and then I'll have Pete introduce his character, and then we will start.
All right. So now I am playing a fighter level 4. His name is Percival Bladeshine, and he is an Eldritch Knight.
Dope. And what are you playing, Pete?
My character's name is Dragisworn, and I'm a paladin human that has a fighter background with a lawful good alignment.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, tell me your character name one more time.
Dragisworn. Should I just type it in the chat?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the origin of that word? Can I get it in a sentence?
I could have Dragasworn. He just said Dragasworn.
If you scroll down the left menu, there's a under games. There's a Caravan game text channel you can post in,
Yep.
just for keeping everything in the right context.
Right. Oh, in the left-hand side?
Yeah, in the text channels underneath games, then there's Caravan game text chat.
Here, I'll put it in crossing house hashtag
We're good.
Caravan game.
We're good.
Okay.
Dragasworn.
All right, cool. Well, we left off with Zero G fucking shock / requiem floating in that engine room. Jared popped in and showed everybody his penis for a little bit and then popped back out.
Da, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
I guess you could say he was caught in the zero grab there for a minute.
Okay.
Just a sec. So yeah, you guys realize that two of the members of the caravan didn't actually help you in that Archibald fight, but they're floating around with you guys now. And I wish that you could see how much that I'm waving my hands. There's a lot of hand waving going on.
I mean, Ulfara also really didn't help in that fight either. So,
Poor what's his name? Gone too soon. Well, where shall we go next?
Well, aren't we gonna take that Requiem imbecile back with us so then we can bury him properly?
No, he doesn't have any family to grieve. He'll be fine. So,
Oh, thank
does something
goodness.
smell like fried alligator?
Well, I just think it's the righteous thing to do. So we should
He
oh,
could make
fuck.
Just
some
proper
pretty...
We've got a
He could-
paladin with us. Damn it.
he
I
could
don't
make
remember
some
having
pretty
such a
nice
righteous
choices, you know?
grandchild.
It's gonna,
I should have raised you better than that.
it's gonna add to our workload tenfold.
grandchild.
Actually,
Just met you, kind.
that Dragonborn
What, Timmy?
could be worth some nice
Name's
draconic
not
bracers.
fucking Timmy. It's Dragon.
Oh, sorry,
anyways,
Douglas.
Let's
Sorry.
move on.
All right.
All right, fine. If you guys don't want to give him a proper burial, Ugh.
So,
And then
it's-
my character proceeds to bury him on the.
In the zero gravity.
So the way that I picture this is you swim into that engine room then, and you're kind of like pushing yourself off, and you finally manage to grab onto Requiem's body, and then you push yourself off of the wreckage of the column, and you're back out of the room, and you're kind of going down the hallway. And you realize that the majority, if not all of this ship is made out of metal. And so the only thing that you can think of is back in that main atrium, you guys saw all those barrels of Pepto-Bismol.
Yes. Yes.
Would it be possible to?
Wouldn't it be better if we skinned him first to get the leather
gross.
from him? Maybe. He could make some pretty
Well, I
good
mean,
cups.
we could get. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we could get the leather, but then we could like take his ashes and then like smoke him up with the homies because he died.
First
I'm
comic.
not opposed to that.
Damn it, Ulfara wouldn't know the church irrelevant. Damn it.
First comic recommends that we bury this person out of respect, and then he says we should skin him.
It's my new character, guys. How do you like him?
We could use the money. All right. Let's skin him.
Exactly.
All
I like
so
the way
who's
you
going to
think,
make a
Jared
survival
Banatman.
check then.
Oh,
You
Jared.
guys
Each one of
are
you guys is
despicable.
going
My
to-
God.
Our
How do
other
you live with yourselves?
our other survivalist was turned to stone, so I'll do the survival.
He's still sitting on planet side.
Yeah, that was an 11.
All right, so you start working
Nice
to
treat. I'll get
remove. You start working to remove the
Oh,
scales.
boy, I have a lot
from
in
your
store for
fallen
me,
friend.
don't
Oh, you have a lot in store for you. Yes. And you're terrible at this, Jared. Just like you're terrible at most things, but you're especially
burials, no
bad at
cremations,
this.
good riddance.
Here,
And-
give me a chance at that. You're doing it all wrong.
I think that in like 5 or 6 pieces, you managed to get one of his arms completely clean of any scales, but it took you a long time, especially in zero gravity.
I'm gonna get frustrated, and then I'm gonna say, you know what? I think that perhaps I should use my survival skills to explore some more. Why don't you take over, Percival? And
All right.
I kind of float the knife through the air over to him.
He grabs it out of the air and gives him kind of a scowl.
0G knife throwing. Good.
All right. So I guess I am attempting a survival check. Let's see.
In the meanwhile, my character is kind of given up on giving him a proper burial because I'm thing full of fucking metal, so I'm just gonna explore now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So behind you would be the double doors that lead into like the cockpit area that they all fought Archibald in. Your character would know that. And then in front of you would be the atrium where all of the Pepto-Bismol barrels were. And there were hallways leading in other directions in that atrium if you wanted to start heading that direction.
I want to start heading in the atrium with all the pep.
Okay. Is anybody going to go with him, or are you guys all watching Percival skin this cat?
I'll go with Dragosaurus.
Yeah,
Companions, come join me.
I think O'Fara is going to just kind of end up just generally floating that direction, not necessarily intending to go with them, but she's just over there, probably knitting a pair of socks, just as she's like floating by.
My sword or one of the buckles of my backpack or whatever might have caught her sweater and just dragged her along.
Yeah, her mage armor shawl has just been like snagged a little bit, and she's just kind of floating behind.
Ulfara, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh God. What's the perception +1? Okay. 9.
So you're starting to float past, and you see a door that you recognize, and you're pretty positive that that's your room.
It is. I think it is actually.
It 100% is.
So she's like, wait.
Do I notice this so I can follow him?
Here's the bit. So Ulfara is just gonna. She's like gonna grab onto the. Oh wait, there aren't any handles because smooth metal. So she's gonna like start searching for her bag for her key, which, as we all know, she doesn't have because Jared has it.
Big facts.
So just hold on a minute. There's something I wanted to get out of my room, and so she's gonna be just searching. Now, where did I put that damn key?
You're looking for this, and I'll take it out for her.
Ah, yes, that's where I put it. Thank you.
I will be. I'll open the door for you. I've got it. I'm gonna not give her the key.
Wise choice. Now, wait a minute. Key theft!
You absolutely hear and see this. It's not like there's a ton going on this ship. Other than the low rumble that you can hear from the engines, there really isn't a whole lot of noise, just intermittent creaks of metal and things like that. So your party members, you know, especially with how loud Ulfara is, you absolutely hear every word that she's saying echoing through these hallways.
So does the door open?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, perfect, because the entire room is just, like, filled with Werthers floating around everywhere now.
Filled with what?
Like the
Toffee.
butterscotch candies.
Oh.
They're just. We established she had a giant bowl of them in there. Now it's zero grab. They're just
Oh my god.
everywhere. Just everywhere.
Are those Werthers?
So you open the door and like the little air current just pulls more of them into the hallway.
They're all shattered along the floor like frickin' cow traps.
Mind the candies, Dragasworth. They're not all wrapped.
Oh my god. I'll eat all of them anyways.
Yikes.
That's one of my character flaws is I'm a notorious glutton, whatever it is.
Oh no! Oh god!
Oh boy.
So, I'm picturing, you know that scene in The Simpsons where Homer opens up the bag of chips in space, and then they start playing that ballet, and he's just chomp, 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 chomp. I think that's what Dragasworn is doing, just in 0G, moving through and just chomping down on Werthers as he's moving past.
That's what that is exactly what I'm doing. I am shoving them down by the handful.
Hey, Dragasworm, send one of those my way.
I start chucking the candies at Percival.
By the way, how is my skinning going?
You want one of these? Nah.
Wow.
You're doing fine. You're doing better than Jared was for sure. It's going to take you a little while to get done with this, but you'll be able to do it in large enough pieces that you might actually be able to do something with it. But realistically, like what you have looks like the world's grossest Halloween costume.
Oh.
Well, that idiot shouldn't have gotten himself
So is he
killed
like a
then.
giant pus ball? Is that what I'm
Oh.
Gross.
Oh.
I mean, something like that, yeah. It's basically just a very wet dragon costume if you think about it, like, because the outside is still hard and scaly, but then you've got all of the connective tissue and stuff that,
Yes,
I'm done
yes,
describing this.
We're going to have to clean this when we get back to land.
So I think it's at this point that Ulfara has like slid her way over kind of towards the bed remote. And she's just like punching stuff on it to like get it to. I thought I could get this to fold up into the wall. I'm not entirely sure. And as she's hitting stuff, it absolutely does go past like the bear trap function.
The bed just starts gyrating, like it vibrates for a little bit, like one of those cheap motel beds, and then it comes up into a pyramid shape, and then bear traps on itself. And why don't you go ahead and roll me a D100, and we'll see if we can get it to Murphy bed for you.
All right, let's see here. D100. 94.
It absolutely fucking does. Like, it takes you a little while, and you clearly look inept for a bit, but then you figure out that goddamn remote, and it folds up into the wall.
Yeah, so yeah, at that point she's gonna turn around, real satisfied with herself, look at her knitting, then look back over to where the bed was and go, "Somebody stole my bed! Was it you? Why are you still on your horse?"
Dragasworn, we could be here a while. Care to
Yes,
explore
it was
some more?
Jared.
Yeah,
He
you
did
could
it.
absolutely just like drag her out as she's complaining that people have no honor anymore, coming and steal an old lady's bed.
So you guys heading... Here, I'm going to try and switch the server again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore roboting.
Beep boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Dum da dum 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 dum. Da 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 dum 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 da da dum. Dum.
All right, can you repeat that for me, please, Pete?
Oh.
Well, now I can't hear him at all. God
Nope.
damn it.
You are
Yes.
very echoey on my side.
John, no Nintendo songs. They bust people for that.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Shit.
My bad. Now,
All right, now I can hear you, Pete. Can I hear you?
Why are you so echoey to me?
I don't know, but you're echoey as shit to me.
Oh, God. Am I good on your side, Brian?
Yeah. You guys might want to jump in, but maybe for
Okay,
maybe Pete should well, I don't know if he has to install the app, but maybe he should try jumping on his cell phone and try in a different room of the house.
All right. I'll be right back then, guys.
I forgot Nintendo's pretty draconian.
Testing, testing. How do I sound?
You still sound good to me. It's up to Tim, I guess.
He sounds good to me.
Cool.
All right.
Do I sound good?
You're coming through, but you still sound like a robot.
Hmm.
Oh.
You don't have Discord on your phone?
Yeah, I've got Discord on my phone. It's just
I heard that yes, you have it on your phone, and then you cut out.
Yeah. I mean, the real secret is he should have played a Warforged.
There you go.
Just turn into that skid. See, now you said no Nintendo. That's all I've got stuck in my head now, Brian.
Right, dude? That's the only thing that I've been thinking about, too, is fucking Nintendo songs.
I hate this.
We do
Because
not
now
wanna
I
get
so badly
copywritten.
want to do them, and now I can't.
I have the Pokemon Center theme song stuck in my head now because of that.
Oh, no.
It's actually rather soothing, so thank you. Yeah, I'll pull up Discord on my phone.
Cool.
Okay.
I have bloody tears stuck in my head right now. Castlevania.
Nice.
There you go.
I just got the anniversary collection, so I'm going through the first Castlevania game, and then I'm going to try and beat my way through the first several games.
How do you like speak through the phone instead of the computer?
So you'll want to disconnect from here, and the phone has a same left side menu where you can just connect to voice. Do you see that on there?
Oh yeah. So I have to disconnect from here.
Sometimes it's a little glitchy, so it's safer to do it.
Yeah, because it will. Yeah, no, it'll bug out super hard. I've had it where I've transferred to my phone and forgot to disconnect from my PC first, and it's just like, did you mean nothing's connected?
And then, Pete, are you using headphones for your phone or no?
No, I am not.
Okay, so what you'll probably want to do is open up your. Sorry.
He'll hit the 3 buttons once he's actually into the voice channel, and he'll go to voice settings and push to talk.
Yep.
Oh, you guys can't hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
we can hear you.
Sound good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sound way better.
Actually, I don't hear myself coming through his mic, so we might be good.
Yeah, I think we're golden.
All right, cool. Let's keep playing.
I gotta switch my headphones quick. 1 second.
Wait, is the is syncopated clock, aka the Jeopardy theme, okay?
No.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
Just just sing it about as accurately as Chris sings it, and we'll be fine.
Oh no, sorry, I can't do that.
Can't hit notes that wrongly.
No, God, no, please. Oh wait, is this over here? Is it over here? Is it in tune? Is the real question. Oh God! You didn't hear anything.
It sounded like someone just died.
Nope, you didn't hear anything.
Yeah, you sound way better, Pete.
Thank you. I start doing my own ASMR now. Since I
Please.
sound much better.
Please do. If you have any salad, you just munch away.
Just if you've got an onion, get a real good bite into it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then
like right in the mic.
Onion.
record
Just like an apple. Just really get in there.
Right.
record the
You
sound
need
of
to
your
record the
tears.
succulent crunch.
I don't know, man. I don't want to cry before I actually don't even get hit yet.
Ah,
I've probably overdosed on Werther's by now.
a
Been a
method
minute.
actor, a man after Tim's own heart.
Man,
Roll
like
for diabetes.
Roll
Hey,
for
that's
Wilford
with my love
Brimley.
affair with bacon. That'll happen later on in this campaign.
Okay, so you
Um,
said
Not
that there.
one, you get diabetes.
So you said that there are multiple hallways.
From the atrium, there are. Because if you recall, the door that you guys came in from, there was a hallway going straight in front of you. There was a hallway going to the left, a hallway going to the right. You guys went down the left hallway. You checked a couple of the doors along the way, and then just went straight to the cockpit and fought with Archibald.
The fact,
And you also have not seen Wilfred.
the fact that we just found
Oh,
Alfaro's
boy.
room means it makes me think we backtracked down a hallway we came in.
Yeah, we went back to the
just went
main.
in a giant
You're on your way
circle.
back to the atrium.
Oh, okay.
Back to the exit where we can just leave and go back into town, right?
Then I'm just gonna grab
Yeah.
Alfara's sweater again and kind of float her along with us.
She's still knitting the same pair of socks,
Grumbling about people who are
stealing her beds. Yeah.
How close am I to the party right now? Since I'm gorging upon Werther's?
I think that right now you're probably within 10 feet if they're starting to leave. But if you stay and continue to eat Werther's as they're heading towards the atrium, they'll get further away.
Dear, somebody, please. I've consumed too many Werther's. I need somebody to roll me out of the room. I can't walk.
Zero
That's
gravity,
your
bro.
own fault.
Fat.
I roll my eyes and then I float back and grab his shirt too.
Thank you.
This horse is good for something, it seems.
I don't appreciate the comment, but you have no idea how much this means to me. Thank you.
I think in the atrium, my plan is to go straight across to the opposite hallway.
Okay. So this is the same setup as the first hallway that you guys went down, where there are 4 doors on either side of the hallway and then a set of double doors at the end of it. And there's about 10 feet in between the doorways on either side of the hallway. So the hallway is like the hallway would be 60 feet long and 10 feet a door, 10 feet a door, so on and so forth. Does that make sense?
Okay. I've no idea where that Wilfred fellow, if I actually know his name or if that's meta knowledge, I don't know, but I don't know where he is.
You would have known Wilfred. He's shown up enough times where Archibald has called him Wilfred and around you.
Fair. Old woman,
No response.
do you recall anything about this place or what is beyond these doors? Come on.
I'd like to roll for that, but you're getting an answer either way.
Yeah, why don't you roll me a history check?
Okay. Wow, actually 21.
Oh, shit.
That's obviously the bingo hall. Duh.
Yes. That's Wednesday night bingo hall, and Thursday night, and Friday night, and Saturday night bingo hall.
Well,
Wait, so
But
you
not
all
Monday
have
night. They clean it
bingo?
on Monday nights.
You all have
Hold on,
bingo.
I have a punch card. Do I get a free prize?
Wait.
So let
Only
me
on
get this
Tuesdays.
straight.
This is one of my character traits is that I have noble obligations, and one of them is bingo.
What?
That's
What?
I actually wrote that down on the character sheet.
what the fuck?
Why? What?
I mean, when bingo is gonna come out. So, that's one of the things in the common explorer pack set. It's how I keep friendly, good relations with the other nobles, and it allows me to get accepted by other common folk and lower folk of the sort.
All right, then. We are 100% going in the bingo room.
I think
Are there other
Jessup's
people in the
supposed to be
bingo
the
room?
caller today.
So I'm gonna put the key in, and the door is gonna open, but I have no idea what lies beyond.
All right, so when that door just whooshes to the side like all the rest of these doors have, you see that this room has a bunch of lights that are sort of set into the ceiling, very similar to what you've seen in these other rooms as well. But the hallway is lit in that weird way that you can't quite tell where the light is actually coming from. But this room, it's got the nice soft white light shining over a bunch of tables. And honestly, Jared, to you, to Dragasworn and Percival, it would seem to be more of like a cafeteria. But then you do notice that on one of the tables that you would imagine is there for like setting up a buffet of sorts, there is a giant like steel cage of a ball with a handle on it for a crank and a bunch of bingo balls inside of the thing, and there are just a fucking huge stack of bingo cards right next to it.
Hell's
And
fire.
it doesn't appear as though
Are there people in the room?
I was just gonna say it doesn't appear as though there's anybody in the room now.
Hell's fire and brimstone. It really
I
is
thought
a bingo
Margaret-
room.
So it's not a cafeteria then. All right.
Well, Dragasworth, it looks like we won't be able to use your punch card until the game starts, but we could take a look around.
Perfect. I get my lucky bingo seat.
Why?
You first.
Truly,
Where is it? Where is Ulfara's lucky bingo seat?
I'm gonna hold back outside the door and let them go in the room first.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely gonna go over and then sit kind of in like basically dead center of the room, if she can get that far.
personally, I prefer dragon chess.
Yeah, you absolutely, Elfara, you have no problem getting over so that you're hovering above your normal seat.
Have you found any traps?
I mean, they lock that cage up for the bingo balls pretty good.
Nothing's exploded yet?
Oh, don't worry about any traps. Margaret and I would have found them by now.
Yes.
Margaret.
Yes, Dumblesby. Understandable.
All right, Jared's gonna follow him.
Relations here.
She's absolutely gonna like search in through her purse and pull out like a carton of cigarettes. Don't tell the others, but I sneak these in here. Makes me really ready for some bingo.
Does Olfara buy multiple cartons when she happens to be visiting the reservation so she doesn't have to pay taxes?
You absolutely know that's true. Just buys them by like the whole what's the big package, like 24 cartons or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's packs to carton. Carton is the big thing. She got packs, yeah.
Wait, is
I don't
Olfara
smoke.
a
I don't
chain
know.
smoker?
I could be wrong.
No, you're correct. I haven't smoked in a while, but you're correct.
Yeah. So absolutely, she buys like whatever the legal maximum before tax actually applies when returning number of cartons. Absolutely, they're stashed somewhere in a room. Who knows?
Oh boy.
So yeah, she's just got a pack.
So, quick retcon. I think that there's a bunch of packs of cigarettes floating around out of Olfara's room, too.
Yeah, we definitely saw that happening.
It's Werther's and cigarettes. Got it.
Werther's and cigarettes everywhere. Wait a moment.
Can I roll perception or general investigation?
It is more powerful.
Yeah,
than
why
you
don't-
think.
Roll for investigation.
Wait, all of us?
Sure.
19 for Jared.
That is.
Well, that's actually one of her good skills.
You're not in the room, Percival.
Am I not? Am
Oh,
I
you
still
were-
skinning?
Why isn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was skinny.
I thought I was following you guys.
Oh, I would have.
No, he's got his gross Halloween costume draped over his shoulder, and
Yeah,
My bad. I
Yes.
would have been talking to you if I'd known you were with us.
yeah. That's why I was talking, man. Anyway, I got a 15.
Olfara got a 7 + 5 for 13.
I got an 11.
okay. All right. So Percival and Jared, you guys are kind of just scanning this area, and you notice that you can see a figure sitting in a chair, not moving, off in. So it would be the closest corner to the door, left-hand side, if you're standing in the doorway staring in the room.
Huh?
It's just a figure.
Yeah, you can't quite make out what it is, but it because it's kind of in a shadow of the corner,
Can I go and touch
but
it?
it's just sitting in the chair. Yeah, absolutely. So as you get closer to this figure, you see that it's an old person, and they don't really appear to be moving. They're just very, very still, and their skin kind of looks ashen and sagging, and they're basically just kind of in that position where you can't quite tell if they're sleeping or dead.
Well, I'm
Oh,
thoroughly creeped
I
out.
see. There's something
Percival.
besides your punch card that is expired, sir.
Percival. That was good.
Allow me to take your belongings for greater good. And my character
Percival
begins to
walks
pickpocket
over.
everything that this old ashen figure has.
Okay, so
What's your alignment?
Dragasworn, you're a man after my own heart.
as you're rifling through this guy's pockets, it takes a little while. Like you get through definitely his jacket pockets, and you start to kind of like pat down the rest of his torso, and then all of a sudden you hear just and this old man looks up at you, and his eyes are just wide.
Shit, sorry, sir.
Bingo! No!
Redeem your
Oh.
And Ulfar will respond with, "Damn it!"
Here, why don't you guys roleplay for 2 seconds? I need to go and lock my dogs up because they're fucking barking up a storm.
Okay. All right, so
Hello.
here's the thing. We defeated Archibald, but Wilfred's around here somewhere. We don't know how to run us wherever the hell we are. These beep boops and these screens, we don't know what we're doing or why we're floating. We already blew one thing up and got somebody killed. Here's what I'm proposing. If we find Wilfred, maybe we should not kill him. Perhaps we should learn from him or force him to put us back where we were or some such.
That was
I-
Wilfred.
Oh, fuck.
I agree with you entirely because it seems after what I've just done, I've essentially cut all ties from the bingo community.
Interesting.
Percival,
So I could use some kind of new friends too.
Percival,
Suit my journey hell.
Percival, it was your friend who died. I assume that you would be I assume that you would be for trying to get back home and get him buried.
My friend? I hardly even knew the man. All I knew was he owed me, how much was it again? Oh yes, 100 gold coin. And he wasn't supposed to die until he paid that off. So he'll have to pay it off with his skin.
Could have fooled me with all the showering you two did together.
What? What?
Look, I needed someone to wash my back for me.
I perfectly understand your predicament.
And besides, he was a very strange second personality. I never quite got that part.
Is someone gonna start calling for the next bingo card?
B23.
Damn it!
Anyway, Billy. So anyway, Billy, I says to him, wrecked him, damn near killed him. That's such a good one.
I didn't even need to hear the joke. Literally, the joke was the punchline.
I don't know the joke. That comes from Almost Famous, a Chris Farley movie from the fucking 90s. They never tell you the setup or anything of it, but just randomly you'll hear, so then I says, wrecked him, damn near killed him. And they do it like 4 or 5 times. It's my favorite bit in the whole movie.
It's a great bit.
What was the name of the other guy besides Archibald again?
Wilfred?
Wilfred, the man with the jowls.
All right. Is he still alive?
As far as you know, yes. This guy
Okay.
does not look like Wilfred, even though I think that if you were still Requiem/Shock, since all old people look the same and you're terrified of them, he probably would look like Wilfred, but you're not him anymore, so it's fine.
Anyway. He
Wait, hold on. The
might-
old guy that just felt up.
Anyway.
Right, exactly.
Percival-
That you got fresh with.
Percival takes out his long sword, points it in the old dude's face, ignites it with green flame blade, and says, "Now you're going to answer some questions for me, or you might not end up living through this."
Oh, somebody's drawn a sword. Typical Wednesday bingo.
Now answer me this, old man. Where did Wilfred go?
Now, Wilhelmina. There's no reason to get so upset just because I won. Blackout bingo is not for the faint of heart.
He kind of pokes his throat with his sword I'm not
You know,
kidding
if my
here.
circulation was better, I would have bled from that.
I just wanna quickly point out Blackout Bingo is such a hardcore name for fucking bingo.
By the way,
Absolutely is.
can I attempt to make a persuasion check or an intimidation?
Sure. You can go ahead and try and make an intimidation.
Oh, hell yeah. That is a dirty 20.
Let's see how lucid this man is. All right, Wilhelmina, all right. I'll go. You can have this bingo card. And he, like, starts patting himself down. Oh, I can't seem to find it. Just a moment. Oh, yeah, give that to your pal there, Wilhelmina. She's very, very disgruntled when she hasn't had her afternoon snack.
It's fine. I'll just give us some wine. It'll be all right.
He begrudgingly sighs and goes, "Give it to Olfara. She'll find more use for it than I will."
Wait, how far are we going? I don't think that I have time for a trip before I have to take my medication.
I don't have time for this. He snatches it from the old man and walks over to Olfara and gives her the bingo card.
Kids these days, stealing beds and giving no respect to their elders.
Okay, so question. What color dots are on this card?
Purple.
I don't use purple dots! Blue!
Percival walks over and grabs one of the blue dotters and dots over every single one of the purple dots with a blue
I
dot.
don't use
and hands it back
indigo
to her.
dots either!
He face palms, throws it on the ground, and then stomps it into the dirt.
Come on.
That's impressive power move in zero gravity.
Come on, Percival.
Oh,
Give her
yeah.
purple.
Which is...
Olfara, there is nothing I can do about this.
Wait, does she have She doesn't even have prestidigitation on her spell list, so never mind.
Let's see what spells I have again. Because I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I just have Green Flame Blade and Booming Blade. Never mind. I can't do nothing.
Oh wait, she does have prestidigitation. I'm dumb. Yeah, so she'll like look over, just like, no, it's like this. She'll just like shake the card really hard, and then like all the dots turn purple.
But you said you wanted blue.
Don't judge me, because
He kind of-
John absolutely forgot what color he said initially.
He kind of like grabs the bridge of his nose and kind of massages it a little bit. I cannot believe this.
Oh, you better believe it. I got bingo!
Yes, you did, Olfara.
She says into the empty bingo hall, stands this one dude.
Anyway, can we get to finding Wilfred? I really believe that he's up to
Wilfred,
something.
why didn't you say so? I saw Wilfred just... Well, let me think about it. It was... I definitely saw Wilfred last month. Yup, definitely.
He face palms and then asks, "Which way did you see Wilfred going?"
I thought you were Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina only comes on Wednesdays.
Oh, right, yeah, I saw him
Wilfred.
at Wednesday Bingo. Now, where
Wait
does
a
Wednesday Bingo happen?
You remember I paid for all your damn wine.
I'm
You
really
brought
going to need a
wine?
drink
Give
after
me some
this.
wine, Billy. I'd love some.
Um,
Jared is gonna say, did we catch this character's name?
You could ask
no,
it.
we didn't.
Mr. What is your name?
Samson Hagen Flugenbogen.
Mr. Samson Hagen Flugenbogen. Were you ever into horses, or did you ever ride?
Now let me teach you how to put the emphasis on the right syllable. You see, it's Hagen, Hagen. You see how I'm hawing when I do it?
Samson Hagen Flugenbogen.
Much better, thank you. Now, what was your
How
question?
about I just call you Mr. Sampson? Would that work?
Well, but I'm not Mr. Samson. Mr. Samson Hagen.
Percy just floats away. I'm not dealing with this today.
Mr. Samson Hagen Flugenbogen, have you ever ridden horses before in your time?
Not as well as you do, Sonny. It seems like that would be hard in zero graph.
Listen, there's
I love this bit where Jared is just a person riding a horse to every senior citizen.
Mr. Samson Hagen Flugenbogen. There's room on this horse for two if you'd care to join me.
Yeah, all right, but no funny business.
Oh, I wouldn't get fresh with you. You don't even appeal to me. Hop on.
I've already got fresh. You didn't even know it. The beauty of old timers.
Whoa.
Does anybody have
Did
some
I
line
ever-
on them?
Did I ever tell you about my vineyard? I owned a vineyard.
Oh, yes, I
Back
say.
in 1902.
As he's.
Ah,
War
yes.
was
Told
going
me about your
on.
vineyard.
The battle for Wilmington.
I got 2 kidneys in that battle.
The Battle of Wilmington never happened, you old fart.
As he's giving us a history lesson, I'm going to maneuver him on my back.
Okay, no problem.
All right, hold on, Mr. Samson Flaugenhugenbau. Just hold on.
Oh,
So,
What have we done?
my plan is to take him with us as we explore to see if anything triggers his memory, and I'll say, Mr. Samson Haugenflugenbaugen, if you recognize any direction that Wilfred went or where he usually resides, please point it out along the way.
So as soon as you guys get outside of the bingo hall door, he points at the door directly across and goes, "That room is important for some reason. I can't. Maybe Wilfred was in there."
Oh, fuck.
We should probably listen to Mr. Hagendas.
It's Hagenbogen, Flugenbogen, or something of that matter.
I like Haagen-Dazs better. Let's follow Haagen-Dazs' butt.
That's all I can think about as you're going through this stupid name.
I assume this old man is like Ulfara and will just kind of let me float this person around. So I'm going to kind of reach back behind me and then take him off my back and put him in front of me before I open the door.
So go ahead and make me a perception check before you open this door. And anybody that's next to Jared can also make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I would
Except
be-
for you, Ulfara, because this is about hearing, and I don't think your hearing is good enough for this.
Oh, good, because even though I had rolled, it was only a 4 total, so I think we're all good.
Perfect.
I got 14.
17.
She's absolutely in denial that she needs hearing aids.
Rolling good
1000% in
tonight.
denial.
And would you get Dragasworn?
Oh, right. I had a 12.
Okay. So all of you guys can hear the soft mewing of multiple cats on the other side of this door.
Oh no.
Yes.
What? You have got to be kidding me.
But there's a fuckload of them. Like, it's not just one, and there's a bunch of different cat voices, and if you had to guess, you would assume that there are a shitload of cats on the other side of this door.
Mr. Samson Haugen Flugenbaugen. Did Wilfred ever like or keep cats?
Well, we all bring cats home, you know. You see them and they're lonely, and cats need homes, you know.
Hellsfire. I'm gonna say we'll come back to this very important room, and I'm gonna go to the very end of the hallway to the double doors.
Well, Wilfred was in there.
Wait,
though.
why are we passing the very important room?
Damn it all! I don't want cats floating around this hall.
I
Are you
actually
sure that this room didn't have anything else besides cats?
I actually have some experience with animals.
Very well then, Percival. I'm gonna open the key the double door open, and then float him the key. You open it.
I don't see what the big deal is, and he's going to put the key in the door.
That's too
So
late.
as the door whooshes open, all sorts of cats immediately start to float out. And there's litter all over the air. There's cat poop covered in litter all over the air. And a lot of fluff. And you can see that inside of there, once things kind of clear out past you a little bit, you can see that there are a bunch of armchairs that are floating, but they've been clawed to fuck by these cats. And so you think that all of the fluff that is also floating around must be from these chairs that are incredibly tattered at this point.
Man, second
Alright.
time in this campaign that comics character's been hit with poop.
Oh my god!
All right.
I feel those
Well-
were this shit.
I regret.
And I proceed to
Every
projectile
moment.
vomit everywhere.
This place is gonna look like an absolute mess when we're done.
I regret.
But mainly, I
every
aim it at
moment of
Haagen-Dazs.
this.
Jared has not even bothered to look inside the double doors that he opened before he passed the key. He's just gonna lunge inside after he sees him vomit.
Percival
Okay.
is going to lift up the cloak that he got off of our number one poop shield and stick it in front of him as the poop comes out.
Okay. So
Wait, who's the shit
I can
shield?
smell this hallway right now, and I hate it.
So you guys notice that that Mr. Samson Hagen is petting a kitty. Like, he must have just grabbed one that was floating past, and he's just kind of doing the Dr. Evil Mr. Bigglesworth stroke, and he just gets covered in vomit and goes, "Oh, here, Billy," and pulls out a hanky and tries to hand it to you, Dragonborn.
No.
John?
No.
John and I were just talking before this session about service at people's houses who are hoarders and have too many pets. So this is probably triggering his PTSD right now.
Like I said, I can smell this right now.
Yeah. This reminds me of many horrible things. Anyway, let's keep going.
Sorry, I'm such a glutton. Ugh. Should have taken all those bottles of Pepto. All right, let's keep going. Onward.
It's just worthy. It's just.
I'm lucky that I have this poop shield.
Oh shit.
God.
Anyway,
I just can't wait for you guys to find the gravity, because once you guys turn on the gravity, it's gonna be so fucking gross in these hallways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Percival is going to close the door to the room and go, "All right, that was a bad idea. I am not going to take responsibility for that because it was your choice to give me the key, Jared. But let's keep moving, shall we?"
I take full responsibility for throwing up over all of you.
Yes, and you should, Dragasworn, and you
But
should.
that was a sacrifice that I'm willing to make.
It's because of how many candies you ate earlier. They upsetted your tum-tum.
Oh, I've got
As my
stuff for
mother
upset
used to
tum-tums
say.
in my bag.
Why didn't you tell me of this magic? It could have saved us all. Instead of this fucking useless bad water I have. Alright, so now my character proceeds to keep looking for switches to turn on gravity.
Do I see anything in these double doors?
Oh, you're gonna open up the double doors?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he'd already established he'd opened them and went in.
Oh, my apologies. I missed that part. So inside of this room, Jared, is another one of those columns that has the energy that's pulsing all the way through it. But there's also a lot of other machinery, and so I will give you the option to go fully in there before you do it, because
so
I think you know what's gonna happen.
here's the problem.
Can I follow?
I declared that as soon as I saw him vomit, I pushed my way in without even looking, and so I'm in there.
Oh, okay. So, Dragasworn, do you want to follow into a room where you see that Jared is no longer a centaur, but instead a human man with just a shirt down to his hip bones and nothing else?
Wow, sir, what a schlong you have.
Jeez.
Oh, not
Percival
again!
is going to go into the room.
You must get around to many maidens, huh? One of these days I'll challenge you to a cockfight before we go.
Oh, what?
But that can wait till later. We have more important matters to tend to.
God.
And you just hear Alfara just in the background. Fight! 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 she's just like floating.
And Percival enters the room and sees Jared and says, "Here, take another one of Requiem's many costume pieces that you will probably rip off the moment you get out of here."
I put on the new.
I was really hoping that you were going to hand him Requiem's fucking leg scales and just make him slide them on like leggings.
Oh my god!
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I tell you to keep your pants on, but
he's gonna hand him. He's like, "Here, this poop shield is gonna do you more help than it's gonna do me."
Oh no, it's got poop on it. At this point,
Anywho,
because I wildly flung myself in, I've been trying to swim through the air and trying to grab anything I can to get out of here, but there's nothing near me.
so you have a couple of those windows that are just black with a couple of with panels under each of them. And then there's a bunch of machinery that's exposed at the far end. So like if you're standing in the doorway, directly in front of you is a bunch of exposed machinery and tubing and I don't think your characters would know what rubber is, but there's like a lot of rubber insulation around some of the tubes and pipes and things like that. But I don't think that you guys would have any idea what they are.
Can I just start tearing apart insulation and pressing random buttons like all over the place?
Oh, the Ulfara
Please
method?
roll me a D100.
The
Oh,
Ulfara
no.
method, I 100% approval.
Oh, okay. So I guess what do I have to roll for?
Just roll me a D100.
As he's rolling, question, what's the temperature of this room?
It's relatively fine. I would say room temperature like 68.
Oh, that's too cold.
The highest I have is a D20. I don't have
Oh, okay. Here, I'll roll it for you in the chat.
Yay. This is so intense right now.
Mhm.
Seeing what I get.
He said.
Oh, 47. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh, hell
So-
yeah. Fucking roll across these buttons.
You're like pressing some buttons. You tear out a pipe and it kind of shoots out this steam that's, I mean, it's pretty hot, but it's not like it's so scalding that it like catches you and does any damage or anything like that.
Can I try
But
to
then-
inhale helium?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please do inhale some. And then
I'm
make me a
inhaling-
Constitution save.
Oh, shit.
Ah, I see you're getting the thermostat for me. I appreciate that. I like your initiative, Billy.
I got an 18.
Okay, you're fine, but the inside of your mouth feels like you just ate pizza fresh from the oven.
Oh, fuck. No, my taste buds. Haagen-Dazs, how do you deal with having such tasteless taste buds? Okay.
Percy is
Billy!
going to.
You get used to it.
Just add more salt.
Exactly. It's good for your arteries.
Gotta make sure there's pressure in there when the heart don't pump so much.
Damn old people putting salt on their fruit salad.
Percy is gonna walk up to Dragaswarn or something like that. What's his name? Dragaswarn.
Dragasworn.
Yeah, and he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and he's gonna be like, "Do you remember what just happened to Shock Sunder? I don't think it would be a good idea to be messing around this giant globe."
Well,
Oh.
sir, I want a slightly different outcome, and I'm going to randomly push buttons until I find more wine.
Okay,
I-
so you guys, while you're talking about this, Dragasworn, you notice that this window lights up and you see a bunch of concentric rings that there's only one dot on each ring. And you can see that there is sort of like this blinking gray blip next to one of the dots, but it's kind of off a ways a little bit. And you then see a dotted line draw from that gray blip over to one of the dots that's on the furthest concentric ring, leading to that dot that's on it.
Oh
I take out my
God.
longsword, sprint towards it, and stab it with all my force.
You're right next to it, so go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Oh my God.
Oh,
We're gonna be
God.
so far away from Kit. He's gonna be forever a statue in the middle of that sanctuary.
I got an 8.
Okay. So you see this thing light up, and you immediately just draw out your longsword and try and stab at it. And I think that because Percival was trying to warn you about stabbing any of this stuff, right as you go to drive your blade into this screen, I think Percival kind of just like pushes you out of the way, like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
I was
whoa,
about to
fuck.
say. Yeah, seriously, I wasn't kidding. You could have just killed all of us.
My apologies. I just went.
Anyway, I understand, but that is most assuredly not Pepto-Bismol.
Over both of your heads, a tube drops down,
Okay.
and it just kind of hangs, like right, because there's 0G, so it's kind of just snaking around next to your faces. And it smells very sweet to you, Dragasworn.
Oh my god, what is that? And I immediately proceed to spray and just try to go and eat it.
Dragasworn, no.
You
You
start
need to
slurping
control
on
your
this,
impulsions.
and you get kind of a chalky taste in your mouth as you start guzzling down this very viscous liquid, and your tum-tum starts to feel better.
Oh my god.
Oh! I proceed
color
to
is
chug
the
it even
liquid?
faster.
You're gonna go from in good condition to all of a sudden extra worse condition.
Does anybody else want to be doing something while Dragasworn is
This is the elixir of
chugging
the...
Pepto?
Oh my god.
Percival is going to calmly observe the control panel and plot out before he taps any buttons. So what would I
So
roll?
you go ahead and make me an investigation check, and we'll deal with you in a second. Anybody else doing anything?
I think that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say knitting some socks, it's fine.
I think that I would like to take a gander at the third hallway from the atrium.
I
Okay.
really, really need the gravity to turn back on while he's exploring.
So, Jared, you open up this door, it whooshes to the side, and inside of this room, the room is about 30 feet long and only about 10 feet wide, and there's about a 5-foot walkway down the middle, and there are 5 of these chairs, basically. Like, the way that they look is they're these chairs that have these 2 levers on them and a couple of buttons and one of those windows, basically, so if you were sitting in the chair you'd be looking into the window, and there's 5 on one side of this room and 5 on the other.
All right. Well, I don't have any guinea pigs with me this time. I'm gonna have to go inside.
What about that old guy you've been taking with you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put him before me. I'm gonna just kind of
So
push him floating into the room.
he looks back. Nothing in here works, there, horse feller. None of this works. This isn't really a room that we hang out in.
So, do I see any control panels like in the other rooms?
Lies! I see Agatha here every week.
The only controls that you see are in these little miniature cockpits. They basically look like if it was Brian looking at it, it looks very similar to like a racing game, like a Cruisin' USA arcade machine almost.
I'm just instead of being chaotic and just pressing all the buttons trying to change the AC, I'm just gonna press one button at a time to see if I can see what happens. Or if they're wheels, I'll turn wheels.
May I assist you in pressing these buttons, sir?
All right, but just keep it slow and steady. We've got to figure out how to do this damn thing since no one's here to instruct us.
So there is a red button on either of the levers that are in front of the chair. And then there is a green button that is glowing bright green below the monitor, the window.
I like the look of this green one. Should we try green first?
Yes.
All right.
Good deal.
Let's try to push it at the same time.
On the count of 3. 1,
2.
2, 3. And we press it.
I assume Jared doesn't press his, though, because he's a dickbag like that.
You know what? He doesn't want to go first. He's a man of caution.
So, Dragasworn, you press your green button, and you see the chair sort of moves forward just a little bit, and that window lights up just like that other window did before. But this window just has a bunch of black on it, and then a red like circle in the center of it with a little dot in the center of that red circle.
I'll proceed to press that.
You touch the screen and nothing happens.
Well, that was disappointing.
Nothing happened when I pressed my button. And I'm going to float over to his screen.
Can I do a perception to see if he's lying?
You can make an insight check, and Jared, why don't you make me a deception check?
6.
I got an 11.
Yeah, you know for a fact he's lying.
Lying bitch. Fine. Have things your way.
Try the red one next.
Trying to red one. I proceed. Fine. I push the button.
So you grab onto, are you going to grab onto the left toggle or the right toggle when you press the button on it?
The right toggle.
Okay, so you see from the right side of this window a long line of red light shoots out, and it intersects with that red dot and then continues to just move throughout this inky blackness until you can't see it anymore.
Interesting. I wonder what the other one does. And I proceed to press the other one.
This time, same thing happens, but from the left side of the screen.
Well, I guess we have a light show here, and a really elaborate one at that.
Interesting torches they have in this retirement home. I wonder, perhaps we should do this same experiment, but in the other room where the other fellows are.
Which I'm pretty sure was going on as they were leaving. In comic.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right.
There's a lot more buttons on your console, though, Ofara.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, boy.
I'm still knitting some socks.
Fair.
I'm in the room with Ulfara, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I had rolled a natural 20. I put it in chat.
Okay. And that
so
was for your investigation.
insight,
What is that in total?
or investigation. That is just a straight 20, I think. Let me see. Oh, wait, I get a +3 to that, so 23.
Okay, so you figure out that what Dragasworn must have done is he must have punched in some coordinates, but it's very hard for you to figure out exactly what these buttons do because they're all labeled in a language that you do not understand at all. But you're pretty positive that through your investigation, this console must be some sort of like a main control panel, because it looks very similar to the console that was used to adjust the thermostat in the cockpit as well.
Do you mind if I cast Comprehend Languages?
Are you a fucking Eldritch Knight?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, go ahead.
Hey, wait, someone with a
Alright.
useful spell in here? What is this?
Get out!
The wizard and other wizard with the not useful spells over here.
You
All
did.
right,
You did
so-
not make your character correctly for this campaign.
What?
You're only
No,
bad
it's-
characters.
It's a joke, it's fine.
I literally like randomized the spells. I let my friend choose all my spells for me.
Oh, all right, then you're good.
So, anyway, Comprehend Languages. So, what do I?
That works for any language. It does not matter.
It works for any
Uh,
language, and you, as long as you are touching the text, you get the literal translation.
Yeah.
So basically,
Alright.
if there's an idiom being used, you get the direct translation of the idiom. Figures of speech are entirely lost. But you also have to be able to physically touch the written text.
All right. So you see, you can immediately understand that it's just an alphabet
Oh.
on, like, it's a keyboard. And you can also, even though I didn't originally say this, just to give you some extra information, you can see that the dot that your gray blip is currently next to reads firmament, and then the other one is that your dotted line moves to is X21.
Okay.
Go into space.
Everyone
And
everyone in the room, come over here. I have something.
Are we there yet?
sure.
Well, we didn't find anything in particular in that other hallway, just something that shoots lights out. What did you guys
Well,
find?
that's a darn shame. Anyway, get over here. I have something to explain to you all. I have comprehended that this keyboard is alphabetical, and that by punching in certain coordinates, we can have different things happen.
The hell is a coordinate?
Just
It's
gonna get
basically-
real strong side eye from Ilfara.
It basically means that you have a sort of code that you have to put in, like how someone might ask you for a secret code to get into a secret base or something like that.
Ah, try swordfish.
I guess I'm gonna attempt to type in swordfish.
All right. So you type in the word swordfish, and you type it in, and then you have a blinking cursor, and
Okay.
and after it, it says uvas and question mark.
May I press this?
And they're Gith Yankee, and so they don't use the same concept of measurement that you guys use on your planet. So even though you comprehend it, there is no English word that would go for uvas. So you have no idea what they are.
It's like
All
the
right,
Chinese Li.
next.
It's like I know it's a measurement. I have zero reference for scale.
All right, I'm gonna delete swordfish and I'm going to type in gravity control.
Again, cursor. Uvas, question mark.
Damn machine.
We may
I don't
be
understand any of this.
we we may be in overrides. I think it's time to find that bastard Wilfred. I'm gonna float my way out, and as I go down the hall, I'm just gonna key every single door along the way.
What the fuck?
Man, that's a lot of car paint jobs you're gonna need to like reimburse for.
All right. So, I'm sorry, Pete.
Are there any more buttons for me to press?
Yeah, you could get onto the console that is next to where Percival is, and you could start doing your own thing on that console.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be laying my hands all over it and just.
Why don't you go get some of those floating cats and have them walk across while you're at it?
Percival walks
Well, I don't want
behind.
shit all over the. I don't want shit all over the buttons. My soft and supple hands.
Percival walks behind Dragasworn and slaps him in the back of the head. What are you doing, you imbecile?
Something you would never have the balls to do.
Dragasworn, you have the cursor that is just blinking and Uva's question mark.
Can I do anything with it? Or
Yeah, you can absolutely hit some buttons.
well then, here goes nothing. Beep 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 beep.
Okay, so Percival, you see him, he keys in A394 and eventually hits enter.
A394. Let's see what that gets us.
The numbers. What do they mean?
The screen starts to flash red at you, and only Percival can see it says system error.
Oh, that's
But it's in a different
not
language for everybody else.
good.
Hey guys,
That is where we're going. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and role play.
guys, I've got something. Look over here.
Yes, do you know what it says?
Absolutely not, but we're getting somewhere, right?
No, it says system error, you imbecile.
Oh shit. There is in fact no line here.
I really need some.
Yeah. And my character proceeds to just meander about now that he's completely lost interest in the keyboard and the console.
I think we're going to end on that system error for the evening.
Oh, Jesus.
And we will continue. That, by the way, though, comic, that was a good call on the comprehend languages. I did not expect any of you guys to come up with that, mostly because the only competent spellcaster that you guys have is also insane.
Oh no, it's all thanks to my friend who, like, literally went through the creation of the character with me. He's like, oh cool, you're gonna be playing a new character. I'm like, yeah. He's like, can I pick out his spells? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, solid choice. Ulfara's got not a bad spell list, all things considered. And also, she's still floating around with 10 temporary barrier hit points. Like, she is a tanky wizard. It's just
I mean,
nothing.